Okay, guys, we're getting new reports that a lot of the New York City migrants are now going to Canada. Now, one of the reasons why is New York is simply going broke. If you guys haven't seen New York City and their migrant budget, it's actually insane. It's $6 billion. You can make like a whole entire city. Now, reports are surfacing that a lot of these migrants are now being bussed out of New York City hotels to Canada. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the Canadian government is going to do about this. Maybe they will accept this. Now, we don't really know if the buses are actually going to Canada or they're going to the border of Canada and telling them to leave. But either way, we are seeing multiple reports and multiple sightings of buses stopping at New York City shelters, sometimes in the evening, sometimes super late night, picking up migrants and driving them to Canada. Now, Trump has a massive migration crackdown right now. There's even a phone call between the New York City mayor and Donald Trump about the New York City spending spree on the migrants. And Eric Adams, mayor of New York, actually stopped giving out free prepaid debit cards after the Trump phone call. People are saying that more was done in the past few hours than what was done in the past 4 to 5 years. And I do agree. New York City, one of the reasons why they're doing this and sending migrants to upstate New York and even Texas is because they're running out of money. Population dropped 10%. Some of the biggest companies have moved to Florida and Texas. And when you have new tolls, new water bill taxes, and new property taxes coming up, many people are not happy, especially when you're paying record high taxes to live, operate, and do business in New York City just to have your tax money being spent all on the migrant crisis. People are in uproar right now. And the hotels are going to be the biggest winners. Some of the hotels in New York City are making an absolute killing off the migrant crisis. At the Roosevelt Hotel, covered by Nick Shirley, they're making almost $1 million per day, $6 million per week, almost $30 million per month, and they're essentially making hundreds of millions of dollars every single year. This is from one hotel. There's several dozens of hotels in New York City that are doing the migrant crisis, and they're making a bunch of money. And not to mention, $6 billion was used super fast on really weird contracts. So at the end of the day, New York City starts noticing, hold on a second, we're spending so much money, we're literally going broke. We're already implementing new toll taxes to Manhattan called the new carbon tax. It's $15 to drive to Manhattan from Jersey, Queens, and Brooklyn. That's so expensive. Going to Manhattan every time to work or get food is $15. That is such a pricey thing. They want to stop buses from Texas, but the judge says it's unconstitutional. So I guess New York City is just going to have to receive more migrants. And this is the type of situation that we're seeing here. New York City can't handle all this traffic. Many New Yorkers, and including the mayor themselves, feel like they should have never done the migrant crisis and the sanctuary status thing in the first place. Places like Denver decided to become a sanctuary city for literally no reason, and now they're paying the price. Too many people, all at the same time, will absolutely decimate any sort of public service. And New York City is also phasing out 2 enormous hotels used as migrant shelters. Many other locations will be shutting down very soon. Now, some people say it's because Trump got elected, but others say New York City is simply running out of money. But it could be both at the same time. But you can't deny the fact that Trump winning the election probably had an enormous impact on the situation. And if you look into New York City, the mayor is already paying a lot of money for buses and planes to ship migrants back to Texas. In fact, already almost 5,000 migrants have been sent to Texas using bus or plane tickets bought by the New York City government. Now the thing is, guess what Texas is going to do? Ship them right back to New York City. There is a big migrant war going on. There's a big divide among New York City and Texas and other places. Migrants are in the middle of this, and it kind of sucks. New York City promised them a really good life, but many of them are now kind of homeless as hotels shut down and public services are drained to zero. And many buses are now going to Canada. Let's see how the Canadians are going to feel about this in the next few months. I'm sure they're not really that happy either right now.